Traffic congestion is a state wherein transport is slowed, and more vehicles are queuing on a given road. Though congestion is a possibility regardless of what mode of transport you're using, we'll focus only on the current automobile road traffic here in the Philippines. There's also a mathematical definition or meaning wherein congestion is perceived as the number of vehicles passing through a road in a given window of time, or simply a stream. And that stream will come with its own properties like speed, density, and flow. When the demand of a road increases more than its capacity, like when supercooled liquid is forced through a pipe, it creates several effects on the individual properties we've mentioned. Speed is decreased, density also increases, and flow lessens. If it gets really worse, then it will become something colloquially known as a traffic jam. In the Philippines and in many other countries, people often live far away from the area they work. This is especially true in Metro CDO, where a great many corporations are centered in a number of locations within urban settings like Uptown Pueblo de Oro Township and CDO Downtown Central District. In other parts of the Philippines, there's Metro Manila, Metro Davao and Metro Cebu. Now those places we've listed have a few condos and even fewer apartments located within their respective areas. And those are expensive as such. It is common for people to live outside those business centers. As such, many people commute to and from these business centers. Roads here in the Philippines is a perfect example of the tragedy of the commons. Our roads, like Recto Avenue's National Highway, is free to use. Hence, there is little incentive for people who own cars not to use the hell out of it. Same goes for other roads, of course. According to Anthony Downs, an economist, rush hour traffic congestion is unavoidable. It is the direct consequence of having the standard work schedule that we all know too well. He also says that roads are like goods in a capitalist economy. They can either be had by paying or through a first-come first-served policy. Traffic congestion, of course, is akin to the latter. According to researchers from London School of Economics and University of Toronto, there exists a fundamental law of road congestion, wherein building and widening new roads will also cause traffic density to rise up once again to previous levels.
We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
This was done by determining the number of vehicle kilometers traveled, which they saw increases proportionally to the lane kilometers available on roads. Urban planning problems. As we've mentioned in our post on 5 major causes of traffic in the Philippines, urban planning here in our country isn't that good. The layout of Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, Metro Davao and Metro Cagayan de Oro lacks the foresight to account for the massive increase in density of population. And yes, they also didn't think to account for the future increase of both PUVs and private vehicles, which was of course a result of better jobs due to better education, etc. Also, there's a large dependence on road-based public transport, both public and private. According to many traffic engineers, vehicular traffic is like fluid. As such, that means that fluid dynamics can be applied to traffic flow. One example of this is when heavy but still flowing traffic is suddenly jammed due to small events, from a lane-stealing driver to a broken-down car. The consequences of those will flow down the road just like a ripple on water. Today, aside from CCTV installed in Cagayan de Oro City's major intersections and thoroughfares, the city government has also started to use drones in monitoring the city's traffic situation. Live drone videos are posted in CDRRMO Facebook page for the information to the public. Aerial clips allow traffic authorities as well as netizens to have an overall picture of the traffic situation, not just for a particular intersection but the adjoining areas, which could help motorists in avoiding areas where there is heavy traffic. We just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone.
us that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We just keep on fighting up, we never